Well, hello there, this is Fibro Jedi and one of the team of the LOTRO family Twitter account. Please follow us there and get involved in the community and support each other. So, this is episode 20, felt like this is some sort of milestone in my LOTRO Warden series. And we will be now picking the epic back up. I wanted to do some other episodes because I realised I was starting to get a little bit too underleveled for my own comfort. And I have coffee, which I will be drinking during this episode. So, in the last one we took out a whole bunch of orcs to wreak revenge on the Eggline. On the orcs for the Eggline, more accurately. Now we'll be going and we'll be doing some quests kind of concurrently. There are some that you can do in this next area. Ignore the red one, that's warg paws. We'll pick up wargs as and when we find them. But we'll be quickly nipping... Well, first we're going to go see Radagast and pick up the storyline there. After we've spoken to a lady called Hannah, because her quest in the Circle of Blood here works well with the first quest Radagast gives us. I don't know how far we'll get in this episode. It's daylight, so I'll go as far as we possibly can until it goes dark, I think. So, right, so the reason I want to speak to Hannah is because of a quest called Hannah's Dream.
You startled me.
So, what's going on in her dreams? It is true, I am frightened come the morning. I hear the swamp calling me at night. The woman, aka the Red Maid, makes the Nerbig in the swamp sing to me. She's trying to bring me to her, and that is why my sister left, to find her and stop her. She is a bad person, presumably not her sister, the woman. I know she means me harm because her songs sing of blood and death. This is the Nerbig. They sing for her. Don't tell anyone.
Will you help me?
So, we came upon the maiden in the waters north beyond the wall. She was draped in vines and tattered robes and smiled beautifully before she cringed and shook the water apart and drove us from the swamp. She cornered me, though for only a moment before my sister found me. But I saw the hatred in her eyes. She means me harm and sends the Nerbig to call me to her. Will you help? Basically, we're gonna kill some Nerbig, which is the plural of Nerbog, and bring her legs to prove that they're dead. Okay, right. So let's go meet Radagast. As we've been away from the epic for a couple of 2 or 3 episodes now.
Why come you here?
I love this line from Radagast. The Eggline let you in, did they? Almost like, oh, yes. I have been expecting you, though, sooner rather than later. You have, in fact, taken your time. A hobbit is neither late nor on time. He arrives precisely when she means to. She arrives. I understand you have found something upon Weathertop. This rubbing, I do believe it is a G rune, a mark oft used by Gandalf the Grey, another of my order. I guessed from the description of those 3 lines that he was at Amonsul on October the 3rd, naught but a few days past. I too saw the lightning upon Weathertop, and fear that Gandalf found trouble there. I have not seen him since we parted at Stanford, so I can tell you no more of him or his travels. Of this place I can tell you much, but to make a reason of very little. Oh, I like that shield design. Let's keep that one.
Will you help me?
I have no choice. Right. The land itself is turning against us, and I know not the reason why. Even the shepherds are twisted shadows of their former selves. I speak of the bog prowlers, those that tend to the trees. If I can discern what is twisting the shepherds, I may be able to determine what is fouling the land. Bring me the moss they used to line their nests. They roam the swamp to the east here. Remember, I do not wish to harm the shepherds, no matter how confused they appear. They are innocent victims of the corruption, and they know not the harm they do. I will have to harm some of your shepherds, because they will attack me. Rightio. So, as I said, these two work well concurrently, because both the Nerbig and the Bog Prowler, or more accurately, of course, the Bog Prowler's nests, are in the circle of blood. So we need to collect 8 Norbog legs and 10 samples of moss. Oh, the glamour. Right, I'm going to dismount because if there are some of the Krebine here, I will take them out, because although there are groups of Krebine in case you're trying to do the Slayer, there is a group of Krebine near to a very good group of Wargs about here. So I think Warg Slayer is somewhere around, there's a den around here-ish, and there's another good collection of them here, but other than that, both Wargs and Krebine are dotted about, so you kind of have to take them out as you see them. But I don't want to spend too much time doing that, but I'm on the advanced version of the Slayer Deed for both, I think, now. Okay. So, we want the Nerbig, and we want samples of nests. Now, some of the bog crawlers, bog lurkers, are stealthed in this area. Oh look, 3 levels above. Good job, I did actually level in the previous one then. Right, in that case I am going to build in Warcry for some avoidance. Oh, didn't actually need to do that twice. Believe it or not, I just did this on the back of the previous episode, and I'm already struggling to think. Okay. That's fine. What I haven't been doing, and I would probably say this is a choice, is I haven't been using the quick gambit builders. My brain at this point can't quite handle the multitasking required. To also pre-click them, but that's fine. It gives us a chance to remember chains a bit better, hopefully. Okay, so these dudes are the most annoying Slayer Deed in the Lone Rings, and you'd think that Krebine was more annoying, but there aren't, because there's only a few bog prowlers or bog lurkers in the Circle of Blood. The rest are all in Agamawa and Garthagarwen, I think. Right, so we've got, how many samples do we need from nests? 10. So noisy. You'll never hear a warden coming to attack you. No. Oh, I know what I was going to try. Let's pick one that's 3 over level. So, at the end of the last episode, we figured that we had actually got a morale tap, so which is taunt spear. Oh great, I've got another warden on my tail. Which, where was it? Fist, spear, shield. fist, spear, shield. Oh, there. And then... yes, so both of those morale taps work, which was the main thing I was looking at. So you can stack morale taps if you want to. That's good to know. So you can use the precise strike from recklessness. Excuse my phone going off, that wasn't actually someone ringing, that was my reminder to take medication. So, fist, spear, shield, was it? Fist, spear, shield. Yes. Do that one. Then spear, fist to do that one. And you end up, and the foe takes both morale taps, which is good to know there. Okay. Well, that was good of that warden not to interrupt. I appreciate that, thank you. So, I'm not finding the nests, am I? Not doing very good at that. So, there's one over here. If I go a different way to the other warden. So let's practice that again. So, fist, spear, shield is determination morale tap. Spear, shield is recklessness morale tap, and then we can just do whatever we want as long as it's done within 16 seconds. You can benefit from self-healing and morale tapping. Fab. We need one more set of Norbog legs. Well, I guess that's one way of starting the... Ah, my own morale tap actually is quite smooth. Right, Norbog. I quite like that. It doubles up the morale tap. That is going to be handy. Right, so we've got all the Norbog legs. He's more the level I normally am by the time that I get to this point. Level 33. So, we've already got that nest. There's some of the bog lurkers are stealthed around here, so you can sometimes think, oh, there's no foes nearby, and then they suddenly appear. Oh, I missed a nest over there. I'll pick that one back up on the way round then. As we progress through the east of this area, we are likely to come across deeders. This is the ruins to the east here is one of the places most targeted by people who are doing the White Slayer deed, and I don't think some of them realise there is another place that's equally as inhabited. Now then, I am missing... there should be a nest around here somewhere. Unfortunately, I'm short, so I can't see it. There's one. How many more nests? Only 4. Well, 3 once I pick this one up. Right, have they turned to all rings yet? No. Right, that means I still have to do my... There's one. Just wondering if I've missed one over here somewhere. Nope. And that ambusher did not actually attack me. Okay. Maybe if I grab the nest that I spotted, the other two remaining ones might... Let's just practice that morale tab again. Oops. Have the other two turned to ring? Yes, they have. Fab. Good. That takes out some of the guesswork. I haven't been using Forced March as much as I used to. I found recently that hurrying things can sometimes aggravate my hand pain. But for the sake of this episode, I'll try not to waste too much time walking. That and it's 5 minutes to dusk, so... I want to make sure we get as much in-game daylight as possible. Although we will end up going into the ruins. Let's just have a look and see what happens if I... how good I am against wights, because I'm going to have to... It's going to be tough going into these ruins. I have yet to die in an episode. In fact, I don't think this character has died. Sorry, been defeated yet, but that time may come in these ruins. Okay, so now we need to go back to Radagast, and we'll use our nice, funky new muster in Ostgaruth skill. Yay! That saves a bit of travel. Excuse me, hitting the microphone with my coffee cup. Coffee's kind of a bit cold now. So, we'll go to speak to Hannah and Radagast.
I don't know.
Hannah looks
anything.
over the legs
I'm
and
sure.
casts them into a nearby fire. They are silent now. I cannot hear them chirping. For your help, Lamuna, I wish there was more I could do in return. Please, take this as my gratitude. Right. Now we are just going to pick up the epic. I was going to pick up some other quests from one of the other ruins, but I want to do what I can in daylight here.
You have returned, I see.
He sounds kind of surprised. You did well. This moss will help me understand how the evil is tainting the Red Swamp. This is but the first step in determining what caused the shepherds to become confused and irrational. There is still more to do, my friend. It will not be easy.
This reeks of death.
This reeks of death. I can smell death in this moss, as if it was plucked from an ancient grave. This stench of decay and evil is not a thing from nature. I believe that the wights are to blame. Wights are the bones of the dead, stirred by fell spirits out of Angmar and Rudor. The wars here long ago made Haragmar as ripe for wights as the Barrow Downs in the west. Return to Haragmar in the swamp in the east, and destroy these foul creatures. If there are wights, I fear there are other fell creatures haunting the swamp as well. For now, though, you need only concern yourself with the wights. Might have to do a sole episode based on leveling in these ruins. I have no doubt I will actually die in that one. So, I think this is 2 or 3 quests, so we have to keep going back and forth to Ostgaruth. So, haha, very grateful therefore for this muster in Ostgaruth skill. So we need to defeat wights. There are plenty of them. For your information, when I was talking about people using this as a Slayer deed, they are highly dense here, so I understand why deeders use it. But Harlowegg, this part of Harlowegg at least, especially down here, is also very full of wights. So there's actually no reason to do all of your White Slayer deed in Haragmar. Especially if you see there are one or two other players there, because if you're deeding, there's a chance that some people, especially if they're roughly on level as I am, are also questing. So try not to nick things from other people's quests. That said, we've seen the orcs respawn really quickly if you're on level. So, comparatively speaking. Right, so we need to be heading up towards those ruins. Yes. I'm going to try not to get distracted by bog lurkers. As easy it is to get distracted by them because they are few and far between. Someone posted a month or two ago, there's a YouTube video that shows you where the bog lurkers in Agamauer, I believe, are, so that non-hunters can find them more easily. I'll see if I can dig up the YouTube URL and see if I can get it. Right, it's going to go dark enough here anyway, because we'll get the doom clouds. Of course, the downside to coming when it's not quite nighttime is there are a few. Now then, what I'm doing here is purposely going for the evade rating first, because they're in your face, and of course you've got those kind of abilities as well as dread. So if you can avoid or build your evade rating in, then you probably should. Right, we need to do 15. There are wights aplenty once you get into these ruins, because they use clouds to cover the light. Whereas I think there's more just outside of Nan Dhelu when it's daytime. Huh. Now then, I'm gonna go this way, because I just spotted, oh great, this guy respawns in random locations, and eventually you'll have to take him out as part of a quest regardless. Oh no you don't. I wish I had a proper interrupt. He's going to summon it. I don't think I have a proper interrupt, or I haven't found it yet. And against this kind of situation, I'm going to build heals in. Now what I'd like to point out as well, we are under level by 2 or 3 levels depending on the foe that's spawned. But I'm actually only in level 22 gear, Apart from... Oh no, my spear is also level 22. And this is the shield you get for completing the first class quest. So, in essence, I'm undergeared. Now then, where did that other player get to? I can see wights around, so I shouldn't be stepping on anyone's toes. Right, I was going to do morale tap, but I'm against 3 wights here, so I think I'm just going to have to build the healing up as fast as I can. Oh, I didn't get the last part of that chain right. Never mind. Avoidance. Crumbs, they don't make this easy, do they? Right. Not that it should be. I'm just going to have to concentrate. Level 26, Frown of Concentration. I may actually at this point, let's add some hope in to try and help the dread scenario. Oh, I can't summon. But I want to morale tap you for all your worth. And now I really do have to build the heals in. And I'm going to take out the War Singer first, so he can't summon any more. Wights to his side. Oh my life. Okay, I might end up dying. Let's pop a rejuvenation potion in. Because I actually do have to... I need to take out 5 more. Oh, I thought I was going to manage it before he could summon the fucking wight, but no, I was wrong. (11) The warlords aren't wights, which is a little bit annoying, but it's makes sense. Phew, breathe. Right. Just getting out of the way of the power draining square there. And in the process, I'm not healing myself the way I should. So I need 2 more wights, and it's too easy to attract the attention of more than the ones you originally intend to. Right, so I'm going to carry on building the healing gambit chain. Persevere gambit chain is the right word. To build up. There we go. Right, quick, let's go. Haha. Right, that's the one for Radagast. That's good because there's another player coming anyway. Get a bit of break from screaming and being opposed by things that should actually be dead. It's a shame you don't get a muster in Bree as a warden. You have to earn that the hard way, as most classes do, by becoming kindred with the Bree and trading 100 barrow treasure for the skill. It's not a muster in, it's a return to, so it has an hour cooldown by default.
You have returned, I see.
The wights' destruction can only prove to help us in the time to come. Now listen, for there is much to do.
This is dire news.
I'm sure it is. The sheer number of wights in Haragmar indicates the presence of gaunt men, vile necromancers who serve the Dark Lord. In ages past they dwelt in the witch realm of Angmar, but the White Council believed them all destroyed. Clearly, they were wrong. Only the strongest of the gaunt men, gaunt lords, have the power to summon the spirits of the Shadow Realm. The war singers carried the sigil of the Gaunt Lord. Search the ruins in the far east of Haragmar, defeat these creatures, and bring me their sigils. We must learn which Gaunt Lord these creatures serve. I have to say, this is not the average day for a hobbit. So, now then, it's not just about wights, although of course we'll have to kill the wights. We've got to find the Gaunt Lord, the Gaunt men, which we killed a few on the way through the ruins anyway. But they're the signature ones. FYI, there are often a couple of these outside of Nan Dhelu itself. Sometimes one roams as close to this little eggline outpost as you can get without it actually coming into the outpost itself. It's quicker to obviously go through the ruins, but again, if there's other players there, you may come across respawn issues. So, and again, the interesting thing to note is I probably could have tried this, so I'm being attacked by a bog prowler, at level 25, although for my own sanity I'm kind of glad I didn't. Because a lot of other classes I have had to take in skirmish soldier. Another bog prowler. I'll grab it because there's no real reason not to. Oops, I didn't do the first step of that chain. We'll have to do the conclusion of the epic in the Lowlands in the next episode. Just because I think we have to go through here a few times. Right, Gaunt Blightcaller. I think this is one of the... Oh, he doesn't count. Interesting. Oh, it's the War Singers. Yes, it's the War Singers we're looking for, isn't it? War Singers, yes, it's not just any of the Gaunt men. And them summoning the wights now makes sense. Here you go. So I said there were some that were just outside of the ruins of the ruins here. Nan Dhelu. I might be pronouncing it correctly. Maybe. Right, I was going to do both morale taps, but realistically against this number of enemies I would rather build in my heal over time. I've already done the war cry to enable some evade rating. But I'm going to renew that. I was looking at my buff bars when I should have been focusing on gambits. I was just wondering how long my heal over time was lasting now. You see, there is a player here. I don't particularly want to step on his toes. Their toes. There's two of them. I suspect they're deeding. Blast. Okay. Let's see if I can get past these and get to where war singers. I need war singers. I don't think I'm high enough in the ruins. No, I need to go upstairs. Oh, I have an ability lag thing going on again. I am going to morale tap you for all you're worth. I'm sorry, I'm actually questing, I'm not deeding. Right, I have got one of my sigils. I'm gonna see if I can take a different route. I think they're here to get the White Slayer deed, and that's not my purpose here. So if I can go back down and make my way up the hill... Actually, they might have moved on. I might be able to run past them to go up there. I'm after specific. I don't want to annoy them. I do try to avoid annoying players. Now then, if I can... Sometimes you can jump up here. Or you used to be able to. There we go. Now then. Of course, I have a ridiculous aggro range. Oh dear. Yes, I don't think I'm going to be able to out-heal this. We can try. I need to realistically take on this guy. Oh, help. It's because this guy keeps coming. I told you it would happen. I need to just build. I've just got to focus on trying to stay alive here. Right, morale tap you. Morale tap you. Ah! Stop stunning me! Have I got any health potions? No! And after all that, we've still only got 2 out of the 5. Sigils! Right, here's a war singer, however, so I can't really stick around in any one place because I have a stupid aggro range. No, I've got to focus on you, else you're just going to keep summoning and summoning. Can I pull you more over here? I've got no way of explaining to those players that I'm not deeding. Right. So I now have 3 sigils against all odds. That looks suspiciously like a war singer to me. It is, and I'm going to risk death to get it. Morale tap. Gotta use my cleanses when they become available. Oh no, 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 no. My Persevere Gambit chain moved up. I think I'm actually going to die this time. Because I'm now just trying to survive. And didn't die. Right, so I need one more sigil. Now I wonder... Yes, what I'm going to do, instead of going back through those ruins... Breathe! Is if this one will play ball, then... Just popping some fate in. I should have done that before going into the ruins, really. This is level 20 food. Okay. Right. Let's do the 2-step morale taps rather than and then build in heals. Persevere, step 1 over time. Step 2 over time. Step 3, and then I'll take out the rest of your health. Oops, what have I done there? Shield, taunt. Shield, taunt, shield. I won't get to the end of this gambit chain anyway now. I don't think. What happened? Oh my life. We got the sickles! Yay! I'm so surprised. And I'm still not dead! Yes, right. Not all down to skill, I hasten to add. I have got some potions and things in there, but you've got to use the tools available to you, and of course we are under-leveled. Yes, okay. Siggles back to Radagast. Yay. Probably should at least repair my gear. Don't know how drastically... How bad has that got? I've used quite a lot of my durability. Okay. Repair. Yes. Okay. And...
There is a gaunt lord here.
These siggles bear the mark of Ivar the Blood Hand. He is a powerful lord of the Gaunt Men and a dangerous and vile creature. It is he who is behind the corruption of the vile swamp, of the Red Swamp. But why would such a creature such as Ivar travel so far from Angmar? Power, perhaps, but what drew him here? Oh, yay! I've not had that item actually upgrade me before. And we will go for that, which is in fact
I have a task.
Also an upgrade. Now then, I will call it here simply because it's quite a way down to travel to this guy. This land was the site of many battles in the past. Some say that the swamp takes its name from the blood of fallen men that stains the red earth, but my knowledge of the swamp's history is limited. I do know of a man named Arik, a wise man of the Eggline, though only by reputation. He is a stone speaker, a scholar who studies the stones and collects knowledge from their markings. Arik knows much of the local lore. Travel to him and ask for his help. He currently dwells south here beyond Talathgon, down in Harloweg. He may provide us with the knowledge we seek. And there we go. I don't know if there's been what length of time this episode is, but it was quite intense and I need a break. So I'm going to tread on his books. No offense. We survived! Yay! I didn't think we would. A few things from this episode then. You can stack the 2 morale taps. So you've got the one from the Persevere Gambit... Determination tree, and you've got one from the Recklessness tree. We've been using the one from Recklessness tree for absolutely ages, the Precise Strike, but we gained another one when we leveled up last time called Fierce Resolve. And you can run those side by side, which effectively then can drain your target of 100 morale and heal you of 100 morale once every 4 seconds. It's not as fast as maybe you would like when you're under-leveled, but that is what it is. Note, if you're in areas where people are clearly deeding, try to avoid them. Try not to annoy other players. I'm hoping they didn't think I was being rude. I was questing, and that's the problem if you've got people who are deeding, it's too easy to forget people do go there for actual quests, to progress their story. There's usually, although not in the case of the Troll Shores, but we'll get to that point at some other point, there's usually more than one place to get deeds done, but not always. But the Lonelands, you can do the White Slayer down in Harlowag as well. So yes, we survived 3 levels under for the most part against groups of mobs. I need to go and find out if I can gear up now. But yes, this concludes episode 20. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have a break because I think I've earned it. Please do check us out at LOTRO Family on Twitter. We have a Facebook group as well. And until episode 21, take care, look after yourself, and bye.